Hey everybody, Brian with Showcase Agency. Title of this video is How to Sell a House That Didn't Sell. Naturally, we're going to be talking about homes, buying homes, selling homes. And this is particularly helpful, I think, if you have a house that was on the market and you weren't able to sell it. Maybe you pulled it off the market, or you're still trying to figure out what to do. You know, if you're just going to buy a house, you might find this helpful as well. Or if you're thinking about selling, this is probably something good for you too. And if you are serious about buying or selling and you'd like some help with that, you can go to showcasecall.com and schedule a time for us to talk. And right now I'm sitting at an open house. This is actually a house that didn't sell. It was listed with a broker for, I think, about 230 days. And then they agreed to let us give it a shot. And we've got a kind of a checklist of things that we go through when a house doesn't sell. And I'm going to share that with you, and hopefully you'll find it helpful. Like I say, if your house was on the market and didn't sell for some reason, or if you're thinking about selling, again, you'll probably find this helpful, or even buying, you know, might find it interesting. So when a house doesn't sell, first thing to always look at is the price. The price is super important. If your home is overpriced, and you're just trying to figure out if somebody will give you that high price for the house, a lot of times what happens is the house just sits. And the reason is most everybody nowadays is looking at homes online on Zillow or Trulia or Realtor.com before they figure out if they want to go see the home in person. And if your home is really worth, say, $550, but you've got it priced at $575, they're going to be looking at your home along with all the other homes that are $575. And if those other homes are going to be larger or more bedrooms, or maybe a bigger yard or newer, and it's priced the same as yours, then that's going to, you know, kind of cause them not to want to go see your house because it's overpriced. So price is the first thing to always look at. Very, very important. Sometimes people come up with a price that they want to sell their house for just simply because that's what they want to get out of it. But that's not going to determine what your house is really going to sell for. What's going to determine that, or what other homes are selling for, basically what the market is demanding for that that they be able to get for that dollar amount. So that's price. A second thing is a lot of times in the marketing of the home, and the marketing really comes down to a couple of things. The marketing is typically going to be your photos of the house and your description. Now, the photos of the house, they really need to be bright. They need to show your house in the best light. You want to have a professional photographer come in and do a fantastic job. Before that photographer comes in, you want to have you want to straighten up around the house. Your house doesn't have to be perfect, but you do want to put things away and basically declutter. And that way the photographer can do his or her job and take great photos. We see a lot of homes that are on the market that have photos taken by, you know, from an iPhone. And the photos sometimes are very dark. Sometimes they have weird camera angles. Those are not going to get people's attention online. And in return, they're not going to want to come see your house. So like we're talking about here, if these are things that, you know, you just want to hand over to somebody and let them take care of it for you, we're happy to talk to you about that. You can go to showcasecall.com and schedule a time for us to talk, and we can see if we're a good fit for you or not. So that's a couple of things. Another thing that happens is when you have your house on the market for a while and it doesn't sell, it tends to get the reputation of being a troubled home. Buyers wonder, you know, what's wrong with that house? Why didn't it sell? Houses around it sold. There must be something wrong with it. There must be something wrong with the seller. Maybe the seller's hard to get along with. And that's a stigma that just comes from being on the market a long time. So like the house that I'm in right now that we took over, this one was on the market, I think, for like 230 days, almost a year. And, you know, it's a long time. So people start to wonder, hey, what's wrong with that house? So even if it's priced right, or the pictures are, you know, fantastic, people are still going to wonder. So one thing you can do, if you have the time to do it, is to take the house off the market, let it stay off the market for 90 days. And then at that point in time, the days on market reset, and you can put it back onto the market, and it's going to start with a clean slate. It's going to start with 0 days. So that's another thing you can do. Something else you want to do is you want to definitely make your home easy to show. When somebody wants to see your house, if it's up for sale, you want to make it so that they can come see it as fast as possible. So that means making it available to see it, or, earlier in the day, later in the evening, on weekends, on holidays, on Super Bowl Sunday, if you had to. Sometimes that can be really difficult and might make it hard on you to keep the place clean and neat. Or maybe if you're having a family get together, it's hard to put that kind of on hold and let people come over. But a lot of times it's worth it, just simply because it's going to help you get your home sold and move on to whatever it is that you're trying to do in your life. You're trying to get to that next house. It's really going to pay off for you if you'll just do that. So making the house easy to show. The third thing, or another thing, is going to be encouraging offers. You want to definitely encourage people to submit offers. If your house is priced at $600, and somebody says that they're going to put in an offer for $550, let them put in that offer. Don't discourage them from that. Because what you're going to do is you're going to try to work them up to a price that's acceptable. And you may not be able to get them up to a price that's acceptable, and that's fine. Everybody can walk away from the deal, but you don't want to discourage someone from putting in an offer. And then that's really it. Again, if you're thinking of selling or buying and you'd like some help with that, we'd love to talk with you about it. You can go to showcasecall.com and schedule a time for us to talk, or you can just call us at 949-662-3150. And just to recap, what we talked about is if your house hasn't sold, what can you do about it? And one thing is just check and make sure that your house is priced correctly. You don't want it to be overpriced. Another thing is make sure you've got great photos of the home. People are deciding online, looking at homes online and deciding, hey, am I going to go check out this house or not? And so you want to have great photos. Another thing is making it easy to show. Another thing is if you can take the house off the market for 90 days, that can help because it'll reset and you get rid of that stigma of being a house that was a troubled house or on the market for a long time. Making the house easy to show, if I didn't mention that one, and then encouraging offers. So that's it. Again, if you'd like some help with this stuff, this is what we do every day. Be happy to help you. We'd be happy to talk about it. You can go to showcasecall.com and schedule a time to talk, or you can just call us directly at 949-662-3150. All right. Hey, hope you found this helpful and look forward to talking with you soon. Take care.